Some friends have brought this video to my attention recently, in which a creator said, "I feel like everyone is haunted by at least one sandwich that tasted so good you're not sure any sandwich will ever live up to it." And I appreciate people thinking of me, though so many of my sandwiches are things that I'm making at home that if I do feel haunted by one of them, I'll just make it again. And I have one of those I plan on remaking soon, but I thought of that video while making this recently. This being a recipe I saw on the Midwesterner Substack in an article about Omaha sushi chef David Utterback, who was a finalist for the Best Chef Midwest category in last year's James Beard Awards. This item was originally called Ranza on his menu before he got a cease and desist letter from Nebraska fast food chain Runza, upon which he changed the name to Bunzai and then ultimately Bunzai. It is a sort of fusion of Asian and Nebraskan cuisine. A Runza, which name the aforementioned chain has trademarked, is a take on a hand pie called birach, which was brought to Nebraska in the 19th century by German Russian Mennonite immigrants. It consists of loose, seasoned ground beef and cabbage stuffed inside a yeasted dough and baked. The Runza chain has followed fast food trends by offering versions that add cheese, mushroom and Swiss, barbecue sauce and bacon, various other flavor combinations to the basic beef and cabbage format. And they're good, though I've preferred the versions I've made myself. So Chef Utterback's innovation was to take those basic elements, loose seasoned ground beef, sautéed cabbage, melted American cheese, and serve them in a steamed bao rather than bake them in a bread roll. He uses handashi powder to boost the savory character of the filling, needed, I think, since the typical steamed bao is made with a sweeter dough. And here's what this makes me think of more than anything. Years ago, probably 2015, 2016, around then, there was a location of the Chicago-based Pan-Asian fast casual restaurant Wow Bao just outside the train station where I arrived downtown for work. They were open for breakfast and relatively quick, so I would often stop in and grab something there on my way to work. My favorite item was a braised pork belly with scrambled egg, hoisin sauce, and a half slice of American cheese served in this same kind of semi-sweet steamed bao roll. There was something almost decadently lowbrow about that combination. The unctuous pork belly and its five-spice fragrant braising liquid, the softly savory egg, the salty sweet but pungent hoisin sauce, and the salty, waxy gooiness of the American cheese in that steamed bun. The American cheese was the glue holding the whole thing together. I'd never had anything like it before. And every time I ordered that bun, I giggled a little, biting into it for the first time again. That Wow Bao location closed about 6 years ago, and I haven't worked downtown for the past 4 years. Wow Bao itself seems to have pivoted to running ghost kitchens during the pandemic, and I'm not sure breakfast is still an option at all. So while this may not have been a sandwich so good that its memory will overshadow every other sandwich I eat for the rest of my life, it is a sandwich that's no longer available, but whose memory lingers, at least for me. And that's what this Bunzai makes me think of. It doesn't taste anything like that long-lost Wow Bao pork belly breakfast bun, but the combination of the soft, sweet steamed bao, the umami-boosted fatty ground beef, and the salty, savory, waxy, melted American cheese makes me want to add some hoisin sauce to this and see what happens. I've got some pork belly, though. Maybe instead, it's time to get braising.